to just have a few words.
Hi. As Timber says, there's been a slight change in program. Timber's, as Ayanda said rather, Timber was a little bit under pressure, and he asked me to do this part of it. And I'm very much involved with it. I just want to make two remarks before we start, and we introduce Maria, Klaas, and David Ubane, who are two recipients of title deeds from Tomahole, which is in Parys, which is in the district of Ngwathe. Just a couple of remarks. The first is that in the slide that Timber showed, he showed that with the maps, he showed up to June 2018, 2,320 title deeds. It's now we're on 3,650. That's what we've done now. There are still about 3,000 with the funds that we have in the pipeline. So we've just, it's the last few months have been extremely hectic, and it's great. The other thing is, we must understand there are two basic issues in Tomahole, which is where David and Maria come from, is that nobody ever knocks on somebody's door and says, can I give you a title deed? We put out the word, we do a knock and drop, we on the radio, we say, Khaya has got funds, please come and apply. And then we have an office in Tomahole, which is run by Yvonne. Please stand up, Yvonne. Yvonne Robaroka, who is our lady, who does all the applications. She does sterling work there. And they come to her and they do the applications, and then we go through them and see whether people are eligible, etc. But that's a whole different, a different process. And the other thing to remember is that unlike what you see when you drive past Soweto, or if you go into Cape Town from the airport, and you see all these subsidized houses, or RDPs, or whatever they are, in Tomahole, 70% of houses are self-built, with the people's own money. No cent of taxpayers' money is in that house. And these people have never had a title deed. So just remember these, because very often there are criticisms leveled against Khaya. And one of them is that you go and give somebody a title deed. We don't do it. That's not what our job is. Everybody is doing it on their own, and as I say, wherever the project started, it's people's own money. It's not our tax money, government money, or any money, other money that's gone into it. And David and Maria are examples of those, and I want to thank them for coming this morning, because they had to leave this morning at 6:15 from Parys to overcome the traffic, which they're totally unused to in Joburg, to get here. And thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it. And I will ask them a couple of questions about their experience of being part of Khaya. Maria, I just want to introduce this Maria Klaas, and will you just stand up, please, Maria, so everybody can see you, and David Ubane. Right. Okay. Yeah, I know. So, and both these people live in Tomahole. So I'm not going to ask you that question, obviously. Maria, how long have you lived in Tomahole?
55 years. More than that, because I've born there.
Okay. Can you hear? Okay. You were born there?
Yes.
And you, David?
It's 36 years.
36 years? Have you always lived in the same house?
You know what? I wasn't living in the same house. I was at my mother's house, but I've managed to go out and find my own place, whereby I've 8 years living at my house there.
And you, Maria?
Me, I was married before, then I got to stay at Joburg, but unfortunately, after my parents passed away, I was supposed to go back home, where I get this title deed. So I'm happy because my parents are no more there. I'm alone. Even my sister, she passed away. I left alone.
So when did you get your title deed?
On the 21st, 2018.
And you, David?
On the 1st of November 2018.
Maria, why did you apply for a title deed? I mean, why did you need it?
I need it because as we know, or as we see what happened outside there, as more especially our family, and when the parents are passed away, we children are ending fighting for the land. Also, our uncle are coming to say, this is my father's house. I don't know where my father was before, but because of we children were left there, then here comes my uncle, tells us this is our father's house, and then you must go out. So I thank God because today I know where I stay, it's my place. Because my father passed away, they left this house with me.
And David, why did you apply for a title deed?
I did apply for a title deed himself of, I've seen it is the right thing to do, because, all right? Because I've seen that it is important to have a title deed for everyone living for a life. To have a better life, you have a title deed. To have where you are building a house or where you stay now, you can't just go and build a house, but knowing that you are at the right place or not. But having a title deed, it will give you power and strength and understanding that that's your real home. So that's what, that encouraged me a lot to go and apply for the title deed.
So have you made any alterations to your house?
Yes, I did make any improvements because I was staying in the shack before I applied a title deed. But while time goes on, I did make a plan of my 2-room. But after I've received an SMS telling me that come and take your title deed that you have been applied for, I just thank God that now I'm staying at my 4-room now. I did build immediately this month only. Even I've moved in that house.
Before I ask you, Maria,
Yes.
the SMS, before a presentation ceremony, all the beneficiaries or recipients receive an SMS from Yvonne to say, save the date. And that was the SMS. Maria, did you do any alterations to your house?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Good. How did you know where to apply? How did you know where to apply for a title deed?
I didn't know, as I'm saying, that after 55 years not having this title deed, but I thank God and also my sister there, because she told me before, she said, hey, why don't you come and apply this? So I thank God about it. It's where now I knew that I must come and apply the title deed to Khaya, my home.
And you, David, how did you know where to apply?
I was moving around my township, then whereby I've heard that there are title deed there, those who are applying at the municipality there. Then I've just have the number of Miss Yvonne. Then I called there. Then it's whereby I got with my ID and my statement of my that's what the statement of house, ne? Yes. Then I got there with my ID, and then this whereby I did apply for my title deed.
I don't have any further questions. Is there anything, either of you, Maria, do you have anything further you would like to tell the audience?
What I can say right now, it's really people, we thank God to have these people like you to give us this opportunity to have our home, our own home today. Because my parents are left, all of them, and also my younger sister. Nobody will come to my place and say, this is, or I want to buy it, or I want to sell it, whatever. But I thank God also to put this in your heart so that you can open people's eyes. So they must have this title deed. No one must come inside their house and selling it and buying it without showing them that this is mine.
And you, David?
Yes, I would like to thank Khaya Project and Free Market Foundation for giving me this opportunity to come here today and have my own title deed at my own house. I really appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Amen.
Thank you, David, and thank you, Maria. Thank you.